My name is Catie, one of the Conservation Education Specialists at Richardson Zoo. And today, for ZOOcation, we're going to be talking about the amazing animals of the Madagascar Rainforest. Now, in the rainforest, there's lots of different animals that call that biome their home. Remember how the other day we talked about that there was different layers of the rainforest because the trees grew so tall? Well, those layers provide lots of different homes for animals. We have the animals up top that are able to fly high into the sky, the ones who can climb up into the canopy. Understory and forest floor, we find lots of different amphibians because of all the moisture. The rainfall and the humidity in the rainforest is perfect for lots of different types of amphibians to live there too. Rainforests are home to some of the most diversity. Diversity meaning differences, different types of animals living in that condensed space. Today, we're going to be meeting a special Madagascar animal up close and in person. Now, while there's lots of different animals to talk about, we're going to talk about an animal that might not be your favorite. Some people aren't a big fan of insects, of bugs, but they're really important to have around. So today, we're going to meet a Madagascar hissing cockroach. And on my thumb here, I have the cockroach. Now, I said they're a true insect, so they have an exoskeleton. That means their bones wrap around their body rather than are inside their body. They are smooth and hard, so you might look slimy, but it's just smooth, hard, bone-like material. He has a head region, a thorax, an abdomen, so 3 body parts, 6 jointed legs, 3 on each side, antenna to help him sense the world around him, and very unique eyes, very different from ours. For the Madagascar hissing cockroach, living at the forest floors, all the way at the bottom of the rainforest, where we talked about it's really dark. The leaves above block out so much of the light. These guys don't rely on their sense of vision like we do. So they have light receptors instead of true eyes. Now, light receptors are only going to allow this animal to see light from dark. You guys are looking at the picture right now of me and the cockroach and seeing the details. Seeing that this cockroach has 3 body parts, 6 legs, antenna. When this cockroach is seeing the world around it, it doesn't see those details. It sees light from dark. To help you understand what light receptors are like, what you're going to do is take a look at a light in the room that you're in, okay? So I have plenty of lights on in the room that I'm in. I'm gonna look up at one of those lights, close my eyelids, and as I'm looking towards those lights, all right, I can see the light through my eyelid, that brightness, and I'm gonna just pass my hand back and forth in front of my face. When you do that, you should be able to see the shadow of your hand pass in front of your face. That is how a light receptor works. You're seeing light versus dark. Now, this is really important for the cockroach because for them, light versus dark is going to be their safety measure. Are they underneath the fallen leaves that have fallen down to the forest floor and in shelter of those leaves? Or are they out in the open where there's more light and it's possible that predators could see them? Now, I don't think you guys want a cockroach for snack time, but in the rainforest, a cockroach like this is a big snack for lots of different animals. So they do have to figure out ways to keep themselves safe. And cockroaches don't have big teeth or claws. So they use shelter, those fallen leaves, or they make sounds. If we look on his abdomen, the 3rd part of his body, you see along the edges these dark brown spots. Those are actually small holes, like a hole in a whistle. If he feels scared, if he thinks there's a predator nearby who might try to gobble him up, he pushes air through his whistles like you push air through your lips to make a whistling sound. The air moving through those small holes makes the hissing sound. That's where they get their name from, a Madagascar hissing cockroach. Now, in the rainforest, if they're on the forest floor buried underneath all those fallen leaves, and they hear something stomp, stomp, stomping through the forest coming closer to them, they start to hiss. Well, the creature moving through the forest hears a hissing sound. What animal do you think that the potential predator is going to think is nearby? Are they going to think it's a cockroach? or maybe a snake. And those animals don't want to mess with the snake who might be a predator for them. And so hopefully that hissing sound will scare away possible predators, leaving the cockroach to survive another day. Now, while people aren't always the biggest fan of insects, and especially cockroaches, they have such an important job to do. In the rainforest on the forest floor, those leaves that create the shelter for the cockroach is also their food. Rainforests are growing all year long, but the leaves will eventually age out, falling down to the forest floor. Or maybe fruit from a tree has gone old and mushy, that falls down to the forest floor. Those items, those natural items, will decompose or break down and go back into the soil. But on their own, that process takes a while. Cockroaches come along, and they have a whole buffet of rotting fruit and leaf. They gobble it down, digest it, and then poop it out. Yep, poop is an important part of nature. And just like our local farmers put cow manure, cow poop, onto their fields to help the plants grow, the roach and insect poop in the rainforest helps the plants grow in the rainforest. These guys are called decomposers. They break down natural material faster, returning it back into the soil, allowing for the plants of the rainforest to continue growing big and strong, providing shelter and food for the animals up above, and on the forest floor too. It's an important relationship between the plants and animals of the rainforest. Now, you guys are going to spend some time discovering more about the different animals of the rainforest this week. But remember, all animals, big and small, have important jobs to do right where they live. So, while you guys won't have Madagascar hissing cockroaches in your home, you'll probably find other insects around where you live. And even if we're not the biggest fan of those insects, they have important jobs to do. We don't want to squish them. Instead, do your best to encourage them outdoors. Maybe use a cup and a piece of paper to trap the bug inside. Take them outdoors and let them go back to doing their job right in nature. Truly amazing animals. Alrighty, my friends. I hope you guys enjoyed meeting our new friend, the Madagascar hissing cockroach. And next time we meet up, we'll discover more amazing things about the Madagascar rainforest. Bye, everyone.